Hey everybody, Kyle Goth here from GoatFilmReviews.com and the Goat Film Reviews YouTube channel, and I've got my first reaction to the new film, The Order. This is directed by Justin Kurzel. The Order is set for release on December 6th in a limited capacity, but the film stars Jude Law as kind of a former agent who's kind of, I don't want to say retired, but he's kind of moved out into kind of a more relaxing life out in the countryside, if you will. He's not going to be doing any of these big busts anymore, and he ends up interacting with a group of white supremacists that are plotting some kind of terrorist attacks, and it's based on a true story from the 80s. This has Ty Sheridan as well, plays the cop that kind of gets involved with him, and Nicholas Hoult plays the leader of the white supremacist group. This is a boilerplate action thriller that is just incredibly tense the entire way through. I felt this excitement level from Justin Kurzel, who's a director I don't have a lot of experience with. I did not see his Macbeth film, although I heard good things. I never saw his Assassin's Creed film, although I heard bad things. So like, I didn't know much about Justin Kurzel as a director going into this film. But he does this great work with police procedural action thrills. Jude Law is incredible. Is this one of his best performances? Absolutely. He disappears into the role where, like, I don't even hear his accent. I don't hear anything, but he's like just completely voice modulated to some other person. The makeup effects on him are nice, make him look kind of grizzled, and in a way that I've never quite seen Jude Law perform, because he's usually kind of a pretty boy in a lot of ways. That's kind of how he's always been. I always think of him as like AI when he's like the sex robot. That's kind of what I think of when I think of Jude Law. Clean cut, and this is grizzled Jude Law, and I think Ty Sheridan does really good work here too. Ty Sheridan has been working with a lot of big-time directors, and he's learned a lot of interesting skills in his performance that I think aid this film immensely. Things from Spielberg, things from working with Paul Schrader. Ty Sheridan has a lot in his arsenal now, and he's not really getting, he doesn't get a ton of like praise and accolades, but I think he's quite good, especially in this film. And Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult is one of those actors that I know he can do villainy, but I don't think of him in villainous ways a lot. But then you see him in a movie like this, and he's very disturbed because you understand that he believes in his cause so much that he is willing to die for it, and he is willing to put other people's lives at risk for it. It is cold, it is disturbing, and it is very, very interesting and exciting. I was really, really into this film. It definitely has some excitement. It has a couple of twists and turns that I felt were a little bit like more obvious, but I think the way it plays out at the end is it's not so much how it plays out in a tragic way, but how it plays out in a, you know, there's no other way for these characters to walk away from this situation, and that's what you feel throughout the film. So I thought this was a pulse pounder, incredibly exciting. When it hits theaters in a limited capacity on December 6th, I would advise you go check it out. I thought it was pretty good. And then come on back here and let me know your thoughts on the film down below in the comments section. I would love to hear about it. Definitely a recommendation from me for The Order. You can also check out my written reviews over at GoatFilmReviews.com. I'm going to be working on a review for The Order, so that should be up there hopefully pretty soon. There will also be, you can find Goat Film Reviews on Facebook. You can follow me personally at Almighty Goatman on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, Threads, and yes, I'm on Blue Sky now. You can also check out Goat Film, you can check out that all the time. You can check out Kyle and Nick on Film, the show that I co-host with Nick Plotachuk from the St. Paul Filmcast. We have new episodes of that show every single week. You can also check out the link in the description of this video for the Minnesota Film Critics Association, of which I am a member. You can check out film critics' reviews of new, popular, and classic films, as well as more of my stuff over there. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and then leave your thoughts for The Order down below in the comments section. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.